Hi guys, my name is Kate. That's a corner there. That means you are in Kate's corner for the week. Welcome. Sorry this one's a little bit late. I have been completely run off my feet for the last week and a half. So I'm doing my very best to catch you up on everything now. So during the week, I was very lucky. I managed to catch 3 movies. Normally I only go see 1, but this time I got 3. I was spoiled. I went and saw Ted. I thought it was hilarious. Probably my favorite part in that whole movie is when he punches the kid right in the face. Gold. I was in hysterics and I went all by myself. I was sitting in the same row as a really old dude. I think I was the only person laughing. I enjoyed it. I definitely recommend going to see it. Definitely. I also went with a few friends of mine, including Debbie, to see The Dark Knight Rises with an Australian audience because they're quiet. So it was really good being able to see that movie and actually being able to listen to the dialogue, which I think is important in that movie because Bane's got that face thing on and you can't really hear him very well. I also saw The Campaign on Thursday when it came out. I thought it was so funny. It's very subtly funny and it's really politically funny. I thought it was great. I really, really loved it. And Dylan McDermott, he sold the movie for me. His character was such a dick. Every part of the film that he was in were the funniest parts of the film for me. There's one part, and when you guys see it, and you'll know what I'm talking about when you see it, I was crying from laughing at that one. It was just so funny. So I would definitely recommend going and seeing The Campaign. It's really nice to have 2 of my future husbands in the same movie because I can stare at them at the same time. You know, it was cool. I liked that. I thought it was really good, so I would definitely recommend checking out The Campaign if you like subtle humour. It's not so much in your face as a lot of other Will Ferrell movies are, or The Hangover. There's a bit of awkward humour in there, but I thought it was very clever and I really enjoyed it, and I'm definitely going to be hitting up that one again, for sure. And those are the movies I saw this week. Yeah, I would highly recommend all of them. I wasn't disappointed by any movie that I saw this week. Fantastic. So my activities this week, aside from movies, Friday night was James's birthday party, so we went along to that. We went to an awesome tequila bar called Tio's. I had a lot of fun. Aside from having to line up for 40 minutes outside the place, which was annoying, never experienced a bar having a queue like that. When you get inside, it's really not crowded, which is fantastic. It means you can actually get to the bar, you can actually sit down, or you can stand without being crushed amongst a bunch of sweaty people. I'm quite glad that they were pretty strict on how many people they were letting in at a time. Had a lot of fun that night, and things got a little bit out of hand, but hey, all in a good Friday night, right? Can't be a party without someone going bonkers. Saturday night was Sarah's birthday, and we went to possibly my new favourite event ever, which is a 80s prom, but it's a zombie 80s prom. I got dressed up as if I were in the 80s and then zombified myself, and I got to zombify Sarah as well. I put a nice awesome gash right on her back. It was exceptional. I was really proud of my makeup skills for that one. There are photos on my Facebook so you can have a look at my skills, my sweet skills. I went as a Frankenstein zombie. I didn't want to have fake blood everywhere. I'm not a fan of that because of how pale my skin is. It stains quite badly. I went for the green and the blue kind of thing, and I was really pissed off because the spray paint that I got to coat myself in colour, it was shit. It didn't work. The ones that I got last time worked really well, and these ones just ran out. And it even got to the point where I had the green one, and I'm spraying it in my face, and it was just air. Like, there was no green whatsoever. So I feel entirely ripped off and pissed at that, actually. I was quite angered. But I didn't let it get to me, and I still had a great night. That night actually ended up being just a series of misfortunate events, and kind of ended up in the shit, but I think we're going to try and do it again, and we're going to save it. Well, Sarah may not know that that's the plan, but that's definitely the plan. Aside from the shit heap of events that happened that night, I had a really great time at prom. I didn't have a date for my Year 12 formal. I took some friends instead, so this time I asked Sarah if she would be my prom date, and she said yes. It was really exciting. I made an agreement with her that if Jesse's Girl came on, that we would have a prom dance to it. When we got there was a stage, and I said, alright, if Jesse's Girl comes on, we're going to prom dance on the stage. And lo and behold, I thought it was fate, but actually Sarah had requested it. But in my mind, fate brought us that prom dance, and it was a beautiful moment, and I really enjoyed the dance, and everyone was staring at us, and I wasn't wearing shoes, and I was drunk off my face, and all the photos look really terrible, but it was pretty magical. And if that was an actual date, I definitely would have, I would have given a good night kiss at the end of that one for sure. So thanks, Sarah, for a magical moment. Really appreciate it, and I'm still giddy about it. Aside from those weekend activities, I have still been pretty sick over this last week and a bit. I managed to catch a flu as soon as I got back into Australia and haven't really been able to shake it. It's pretty much at the end of its slope now, which is just a little bit of a blocked nose. Thank God, because I'm so over being ill, and it's not something I like. This weekend was a great one as well. Friday night I went to a dress-up party. It was an Olympic themed party, and I went as China, so I showed up in a big envelope addressed to Mr. White Man at 42 Bachelor Lane, Sydney Olympic Park. It was pretty funny. Horribly racist. No one seemed to be offended, so that was good. I was worried that I'd get kicked out. Saturday I went back to pole classes. We had a workshop. It was a pole-esque workshop with Sassy and some of my favourite dags. I had a really great time. It was so good working out again. However, I managed to get like a heaps horrible brass burn right underneath my butt. So that's uncomfortable. But it was a really, really, really lovely afternoon. We got cupcakes and cake and champagne. It was just a lot of fun, and even though I was working out for an hour and a half, it was still just super duper fun. And I had these big feathers on my butt, and they kept like swishing around every time I do a move, so I felt really fancy. Last night worked the merch desk for a band called Black Breaks. They were super awesome. I really enjoyed their set. If you get a chance, check out their Facebook or their website. I put the link in the little thingy down the bottom there. So good. Really enjoyed it. You should all come to their next show at Venom. Details are on their website. Check it out. And then today you might be thinking, you're a little bit dressed up for Kate's Corner. Yes, I am. The reason for that is because I was at the photo shoot for the Dear Troops calendar, which I'm going to be in. I had already done this photo shoot. However, the photographer must have had a brain aneurysm while he was editing them or something, because he just did like a complete 180 from the original brief. It was supposed to be pin-up photography, and he made us all look like Andy Warhol. Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there, but turns out that guy's a bit of a dick. We got someone else and we reshot everything, so I'm still dolled up and pretty. So those are pretty much the only things that I have done in this last week and a bit that have kept me super busy and unable to record a Kate's Corner. So once again, I am really sorry about the delay, but get used to it, because clearly I'm lazy. It's time for me to say adios amigos for this week's episode, and I'm going to catch you guys all next week. Probably won't have too much to tell, but if I don't, I might just sing along to a song. Bye.